Impromptu beer review. Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. My name is Thomas Metal 75, and yes, this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. Again, impromptu. I just thought of it at the spur of the moment here before The Walking Dead, which starts at 9 p.m. It is 8:19 right now, and I'm not that big of a fan of The Walking Dead as much as I used to, but here's a dead-looking guy from the new Belgium Brewing Company. In their Voodoo Ranger series, we have Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. This one is good until March 22nd. Well, I got this can left and one fat tire, so we're going to be good and getting rid of that. All right, this is a 12-ounce can, and it's 9% alcohol by volume, the Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. No, it wasn't, Tyler. Cheers to Blake. Yes, 9% alcohol by volume. And the New Belgium website says, quote, a New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA is a rare blend of choice hops that creates an explosion of fresh-cut pine and citrus flavors for a complex, rich, and delicious flavor. 70 IBUs, 9% alcohol, and ale yeast they're using. Delta Bravo Centennial Cascade Calypso, and Mosaic hops, pale and black malts, 250 calories. And I think I read somewhere 14 carbs. I think you should just continue to watch this. Beer Advocate's giving it a 70, an 87 out of 100 for an American style American Imperial IPA. So let us see exactly what I think of this beer. Anybody can comment on what Craig says, but I think you should just watch this. I don't give a crap about either of those people. I don't think they're going to get elected. Not a political show, mine, right now. No. All right. So I got a little bit left in the can, but in the glass, in the treehouse glass with the treehouse shirt. Nerd. We're getting a really hazy, dark orange coppery look to it with a nice bright white head. I put 3 fingers on that bad boy. Well, there's some moderate carbonation, and it's just hazy overall. Maybe a little bit of fine particles of sediment. Yikes. Woo! That is a big old beer smell. It smells very resinous, smells very hoppy, oily, smells very piney, smells extremely orange, citrusy. Just citrus fruits are slamming your face. Toasty brown bread crust, and 9% alcohol is definitely there. It smells like there's going to be a lot of maltiness in the taste, and maybe a little bit of that, like I like to talk about in these kind of bigger Imperial IPAs, that marmalade fruit jammy quality. So cheers. Maybe some pith. A lot of stuff going on in that nose. But let's try it now. The Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA from New Belgium. All right, people. That's going really well. So it starts off with a really big, refreshing type quality to it. You're getting a lot of those citrus fruits and oranges. I'm getting the pith of the orange, and I'm getting also, well, the pith. You know what? These Voodoo Ranger beers that I've had has been very fleshy in the grape, in the grapefruit, and in the orange, the meat of it, the actual fruit. They've tasted like that, and this one is definitely no exception. There's a lot of pininess, oily, leatheriness, maybe even like a touch of a tobacco kind of a flavor in this one. Definitely has a medium towards full body texture. I'm getting left with a lot of oil resins. When it dries very, very fast and quickly. It's When it's extremely cold, it is crushable, unfortunately. Ask our good buddy Drunken One about that. He knows about how crushable these beers are. So, yeah. And then the body, you know, is building. Very bright, citrusy notes. And it's just got a chewy, brown bready, malty, sweet, slightly molasses kind of a sweetness to it, but there's a lot of, I believe there are a lot of malts in this one and even more of the hop presence to it. So yeah, it's crisp. It's clean for what it is. Yeah, definitely. And again, for what it is, this is extremely refreshing. I've had this a couple of times, obviously. This came in a variety 12-pack, and I've had the 2 of them, so this is the last one. And when this beer gets towards the warmer temperature, it tends to be a little bit more full body and a little bit more alcohol punch to me. So it's drinking the way that I like it to drink and sessionable, well, not sessionable, but easygoing for the drinkability. And you need to drink your beers the way that you want them to be drank. Now, obviously, you listen to the brewers and the websites and commercial descriptions for how to serve the beer best if they tell you, because that's how the brewer intended the beer to be enjoyed. Otherwise, enjoy it how you want, because at the end of the day, you paid for the damn beer. Rant over. Glazing great. Let's get to the chat for a tiny bit. Craig says, I strongly advise you a DOD death metal pedal at all times when playing guitar. I've been leaving my amplifier ahead at our practice space for no good reasoning. I have an EVH 350 watt. So yeah, screw the death metal pedal unless I'm trying to go Scandinavian and black metal or death metal. I wish my vodka tasted that good. Cheers. Cheers. Smash that like. Thank you, Blake. Fucking man. Also, listen to Billy Strings. Also, you're damn straight if you want some good bluegrass in the modern era. Picker, he picks like no one else's business. So, Voodoo Ranger, at this particular temperature, I don't know, it's an 89 at least. There are other Imperial IPAs I would rather drink than this. But this is well crafted and well put together, and I will never say no to this beer. I believe this would probably be a $9.99 6-pack of the bottles. So that makes it a very good, delicious deal. So I'm just thirsty right now. It is dangerous. Yeah. Lots of, when it dries, you are getting an alcohol warmth, but it's not going down harsh or it's not inoffensive in the mouth. But with most of the Voodoo Ranger, series of beers I've found, their IPAs, you really have to like the flesh and the meat of your citrus fruits. And just like it's like fresh squeezed in your mouth with those piney, citrusy, basically West Coast in origin kind of feeling tastes. So if that's your game and you want a little bit bigger of an IPA, get you some Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I just wish it had a little less of the alcohol and a little less of that syrupy sweet or that syrupy resiny thing. But every now and then, that is perfectly great. So, yeah, 89 for the Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Blake. Tyler Mansell was watching once. Yeah, right. And until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. We'll see you soon. And we are getting through the coronavirus. It's not going to stop anybody's day here in North America. Bye.